I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
You're not the only one that knew
it. You have to use an icon for an icon, El Luchador. You have to use an icon for an icon. Now, Manny, on a scale of 1 to 3, her new finish. You thought it was a botch, or you thought that was her new finish?
So I watched it. I watched it later. So I learned that her trainer had given her that move.
Okay.
But it did look like when you watch it first time, it did look like a botch. Based on what El Luchador said, I saw this comment earlier. El Luchador put it in at 6 p.m. I did say, I don't appreciate your tone.
All right. I want, for the next shows that are coming, I want people to go on a streak of naming the thumbnails. Just watch the show, then leave it in the comments below and see if this is what you guess. Because I, for a fact, knew it wasn't Hit Row for any reason because they got together for that family photo in the corner. And I was like, that's not it. It doesn't beat Tony Storm. Tony Storm is taking the spot. I don't know what picture he's going to use, but I know this is Tony Storm's week. Yep, there it is again. Could have been that. Could have been anything.
To be fair, I did run the idea that possibly it should be this.
It could have been. It could have been. You know, that's probably been more appropriate.
But I did think about it because normally what we talk about is strike when the iron is hot. The fact that we were doing this show on a Thursday when this is no longer hot, if we did a show on Wednesday, this would have been the thumbnail.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to hit a button and say it was something else. And I was like, oh, nope.
But obviously, this is the thumbnail this week.
Yep. It's clear. It was in her eyes this week. She knew it too when she was walking to the ring. You know, one arm looks bigger than the other arm. The other arm looks like a nub. The left arm looks like a nub.
She's like, my boy Manny is gonna use me as a thumbnail.
Yep. And one day after I'm released, I will be a cameo to introduce the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. She's not gonna get released, but
could have been, but there's too much hair. There's too much manliness going on in this photo. Too much testosterone. Too much testosterone going on. Like men, if your women accidentally watch this and clicked on this, they become pregnant instantly. Look at that. There's too much testosterone in this picture.
It's mostly because of the Rolls. The Rolls Royce right there. Like, there it is.
Are you a little bit sad that he hasn't shaved in a $sign into his hair?
Manny, no, I am not. I'm happy he hasn't done that.
I'm waiting for the day it happens.
I see. There's a good timely image. The spotting of the AEW Women's Champion in her natural state, being stomped on.
Yeah, being stomped on complete.
So heels wear Jordan 1s, right? Is that like a thing? Is that like the new thing in wrestling? If you're a heel, you have to wear Jordan 1s. I don't see faces wearing them.
I don't trust people that wear mids.
Those look like mids, actually. You're right. They look good though. They work for her.
They look good. I do appreciate that colorway.
Yeah. I wanted to see coordinate with Sheeta. I'm gonna wear the Jordan 1 mids while I stump you out for this image so it goes well with your outfit.
Can you imagine that conversation? Yeah, what color you wearing? I'm gonna match my shoes while I stomp you out.
Yes. Just as a friend, just wanted to know, see if
but everyone was wearing that color. Everyone was wearing that color today.
That's true. Red is in. Red is the new black. Or if you would say that to referee Drake Warts, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And more on that after this.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Check out Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
I didn't see it coming. Your mom and dad died circa 1977.
Malcolm Bivens. Welcome everybody to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
Shoot! I don't even know how to do it backwards. This is Prince Manny Manuel Regal, and he's joined by.
I'm joined by Marquise, the Ultimo Ending.
And we are the titled Manuel and Marquise show.
Do you know what? I wish there was people in here to hear that joke.
That was us using our WCW names. By the way, if you're in the chat or watching this later, please, and you have a username, what would be your WCW name? You cannot use your current name because you do not own the rights. Vince McMahon owns your name. So therefore, you have to be Big Bubba, formerly the Big Boss Man. Who's another one? I can't think of any of them right now. I don't know why. Or even Impact. You got to be your Daniel Bryan. It's no longer Bryan Danielson.
And no cheaping out like John Morrison, where Johnny Nitro, Johnny Mundo, none of that bullshit. That will not fly.
Yeah, you have to actually be. You have to actually have a WCW name.
WCW.
So if you're Montez Red Cup out there, you have to be Michael Blue Solo. Michael Solo Blue.
Okay, Marcus, enough of this. We got some news.
Ooh, we got some news. You know what? It's been a long time since we actually covered news. There's not much has happened since WWE decided to kill off my hopes and dreams, known as Billy Kay and the Iconics rising to the top of the roster. But now we have news that spans the globe, right, Manny?
Yeah, spans the globe. So we've got NXT releases. The most notable one would be probably Alexander Wolf, who recently got stomped out on NXT this week.
It's not, Manny. It's not.
It is.
Yes, he was basically beat up and jumped out on live television, but it's still not the biggest release. That shows how little your star value is.
And then the Orange Ref, Wes said his name will be Soul Train Jackson.
I love that derailed the show. You couldn't even put it up in the comments.
Well, I looked left to see it, and then I was like, "Oh shit! No, you can't retract that statement now. I've got it.
Yeah,
I've got it."
Yeah, you know how some people still associate Finn Balor with being Prince Devitt, and you know, I'm more into the Finn Balor name. Yeah, you're now Soul Train Jackson.
The Orange Ref, aka the Proud Boy, was released.
Oh, Manny, that dude. To read the stories about and seeing everything that he did, I was like, man, this is. I mean, he had heat on him when wrestlers didn't feel safe with him refereeing.
Yeah, I know, right? People were like, "I don't feel safe. I feel he's a racist." I was like, "Yeah."
You know, it always feel like the most racist guy is always in the place where they hire the most minorities, which is WWE NXT. He should have been main roster a long time ago. He should have been main roster.
There's more minorities on the main roster.
Oh no, he can't escape them. I get to see his blood boiling. That's why he never had a tan. His blood was just boiling.
He needs to sign up with AEW and be Cody's special referee. Jessamine Duke been released, who I thought she was definitely going to be part of the Diamond Mine, but appears not.
Well, here's the interesting thing about Jessamine Duke. The fact that apparently she helps with production, and they say they may sign her back. So, like, what's the point? She's also featured regularly on Up, Up, Down, Down, who I think, honestly, in the releases, ranks higher than Alexander Wolf in releases.
Well, so I started watching the Up Down Down stream they had today, and they started with the BRE advert, and they added a hashtag, which I think that's Wood's attempt at trying to save her job or get her rehired.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then Vanessa Bourne was released, the person that had been called up and never debuted.
Yep, never. Just mysteries behind that completely.
And then there's a few others. One being Joey Janela's girlfriend, mostly known for being in the hot tub with Damian Priest.
Yes, he's been Priest.
And I don't know the guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but the tall black guy that for months when he was in the crowd when they were doing the NXT roster from the Performance Center, I thought that was Greg Jennings, the former
Packers
wide receiver.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know why I said lineman. Yeah, yeah.
Same
I honestly didn't know who he was.
Same build, but I think Greg Jennings is a lot smaller than the actual wrestler that got released.
Yeah, I think he had the best release picture of all time though. He did look like Charlie Murphy in the Rick James sketch. I don't know why that's the only known photo of him was right there. But the releases happen, and I hope everybody is better from this. I would be shocked if AEW picked up any of these guys. Maybe Vanessa Bourne, and that's pretty much it.
I don't see them picking up Vanessa Bourne. I see Alexander Wolf probably having a match or two there, but then probably going back to Germany for WXW.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't see anyone picking up Proud Boy Ref.
Nah, I think that's just a bad image. But
yeah,
this is America, right? It's not the popular thing to do to be patriot anymore. But I'm gonna wear American flag and sign this guy tonight.
But like some of the other mostly kind of unknown people that got released, they may be going over to. They may be having like tryout matches and stuff with AEW.
On AEW Dark, and in the crowd seeing Jericho's theme. Although that's no more work for that. You guys are out of work.
I see Joey Janela's girlfriend probably going back over. But some of these guys
can't even get over.
Some of these guys may end up in Impact for all we know.
Yep, who knows? This wasn't a major release like when the main roster cut people. It's not Samoa Joe or Billy Kay or anything like that. This is more like this was really the bottom of the barrel of NXT. There wasn't really anybody that of major notes. This isn't like let me think. What's the dude that got he got a win this week? Gimmick is that he's gay. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
Oh, Atlas. Jake Atlas.
Jake Atlas, yeah. I don't know why I blinked out his name, but Jake Atlas.
I don't see anything special in him other than his sexuality, Like that's his only thing.
Even special.
That's his only thing. That is his only thing. In ring, he's got nothing. Personality. He wasn't even funny in that parking lot segment. Nothing. I don't see anything in this guy other than the thing that makes him stand out is that he represents the LGBTQ plus community. That's all I see from him.
Yeah, and he's not even the best representation. I believe Bowens in the Acclaim has more representation. I believe he came out as gay. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I don't know. in other news. All right,
what's the other news?
Unfortunately, we've got some bad news. Will Ospreay.
Randy, you can't say it like that. Be from England on the show where we cover NXT and you not say it like, I'm afraid we got some bad news. Wade Bear Styles.
Yeah, I don't want to promolize this one because it is actually quite sad. Will Ospreay sustains a neck injury and has to vacate the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Sad news for him. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. Could be 6 months, could be longer. When they say neck injury, that means he can't defend it, and especially just style over there. But I know, knowing someone like him who doesn't want to really necessarily jump over to American professional wrestling, he wants to stay in that kind of thing. This will only fuel him to do better and get back on top of that mountain.
Yeah, I feel like he's never going to work for Japan again after this.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think and this is pure speculation, not knowing the severity of the injury, but it would be easier for him to go work for either AEW or WWE, where you don't have to keep falling on your neck to do moves and stuff. The
Mm.
physicality doesn't have to actually be there. You can take lighter bumps.
Well, I
So
don't.
I would go to one of the American promotions
I
and
don't think
leave Japan
AEW
behind.
is necessarily that. I wouldn't say like unsafe, but like they do a lot more riskier stuff.
Yeah, but
Whereas
it's not.
where WWE seems more safer because they want to have long-term stuff, don't they? They try and minimize injury.
Yeah, so WWE would try to minimize it, and AEW, I think, because you have creative control, you can be like, oh, it's gonna be a lighter match. I don't have to do it. I think that you can take it easier. Those guys who go hard really are going hard. But I think if you told Pac, hey, we're gonna have a match, don't hit me in my face or don't slam me that hard. All right, I think they would comply with that. Instead of Japan, when I think they're demanding, like, hey, it's expected that you go pretty much balls to the walls and fall on your neck.
And then the final bit of news we have, AEW has now got a additional show on TV, which I don't know when it's planning to start. Maybe next Friday.
2022.
Oh, is it next year?
Yeah, it's next year.
Oh, so that's not gonna be for a while. Yeah, I think this Friday may be the trial run where they put it on put it on after SmackDown, but obviously this is acknowledging that they can't go toe to toe with the tribal chief.
Acknowledge me.
So Kenny has clearly kissed the ring.
Yeah, honest to God, I swear if we ever got an AEW WWE crossover and Roman Reigns were in the ring and he just comes out there and he just tells Kenny or whoever, acknowledge me as your tribal chief. It's just like I think that would be the greatest moment in wrestling history.
Do you know what? Roman's promo style is easy to combat, like go toe to toe with, but I don't think Kenny's got it in him to do it.
No, I think Kenny's too goofy.
No, see, today we'll get on to when we get to AEW. Let's get on to NXT first, and then we'll go over to
All right, yeah, let's do a show.
Yeah, the news is over, people.
Yeah. If you want your news, go to CNN, man. All right. You want your news? Pay for our subscription service where we talk about the news, man. All right. The big money, Manny and Mark is here. You want the news? We cover the news, but you gotta pay.
I told you. The big money versions of us is Big Money Manish and Big Money Marquise.
I like that. It's either Marcus, Marquise, Marcus. It just changes. How do you spell it? It's just different. It's a Q sometimes. Sometimes it's a K.
It's whatever I'm feeling on the day. I don't let letters control me. You know why? Because I'm above letters.
It don't matter. The only thing I'm signing is checks. No, wait. Boom.
And so for some reason, both of us have to be full on Jamaican. That's the gimmick, right? And it's called living the gimmick. Bear in mind, I'm gonna need to show you something because there's these react channels for football. I can't stop watching the Arsenal one, even though I'm a Man United fan, because there's a white guy on it that speaks like he's a proper yardie.
Wait a minute. So he's from. I'm assuming he's from Jamaica.
No.
Covering Arsenal.
No. So there's like all these people seem to be from London.
Okay.
And he is white. He's like white, like that version. That version of me.
Drake.
Not even like you can't even call him light skinned. Anything white.
Yeah.
We're talking Paige white.
Even Paige goes, damn. White.
And he's talking full on like Big Money Kofi Kingston. I'm like, is he putting it on? There's no way this is his voice. And he did it for a whole like segment. I'm like, there's no way he's putting this on. This is how he feels all the time. Anyway,
This is my life. He wakes up and he's like, man, the sun's out today, man. Fuck. My skin be burning, man.
Okay, I'm getting Wes is talking about Jamaica stuff. I mean, Soul Train Jackson is talking about Jamaica stuff. So we start off with really good match actually. Toni Storm versus Zoe Stark. This match was actually. Did you watch the kickoff match they had before Takeover?
No, they had a kickoff match.
Yeah, I think it was before the first night before we got drunk on the second night.
Oh, you're talking about way back Takeover? Yeah.
This match was actually way better than what they did on the kickoff match.
Yeah, this was a big match, and the thing about this match that bugs me the most, and I'll say about it was a good match, but bugs me. It's just them trying to promote Sarray into doing something, but I'm like, no, these are the women here. They're always talking so much better than Sarray.
Actually, do you know what? I was thinking about this. I actually quite enjoyed how, other than the the tag team match, Candice, Indy, and Shotzi and Ember, everything seemed quite interlinked. Like they're aware that it's happening in all the same universe. Like not normally, like you get normally you kind of like things are all over the place. Like they don't acknowledge other things going on.
Yes, but everything's happening together.
Yeah,
and you feel the world. It's kind of like SmackDown when you just feel the presence of everybody.
Yeah,
people are just around, and it's like, ooh, Roman's running this place.
So Toni Storm hits a new finishing maneuver to win because she didn't, as Stark kicked out of the Storm Zero. There's actually no name for this yet at the moment. So as I've mentioned when in our little pre-ramble, her trainer Dean Allmark, who trained Toni Storm.
That sounds like a fake name. Yeah. Sounds like a Dean Ambrose WCW name.
Who trained Toni
Dean
Storm.
Ambrose, Shawn Michaels would be the different names.
He seems to have given her the permission to use that finisher, and he had called it the Ruby Cutter.
Because he fucked up Ruby Riott one time with it. He's a man.
I thought to call it the Eye of the Storm, but that name already belongs to James Storm's shitty finisher.
Yep, it does. I was about to tell you that like this.
I think Stormbreaker's been used.
Stormbreaker's Will Ospreay.
Yeah. I don't know what else storm names you could have.
The Weathered Woman.
Thunderstorm with the thunder thighs.
Well, all you gotta do is think of a national disaster, and just find out what happened with the storm. Like, oh man, he's breaking the lefties.
I still don't even really understand the schematics of that move because it looked like it starts off as an inverted hip toss.
Yeah, and then into a DDT.
Either a DDT or a twisting brainbuster.
I have no idea. I thought it was a botch. And I was like, oh no, Zoe Stark's neck must be broken. They stopped this match on stage. And they said, no, that's the end. And they replayed it, and I'm going, maybe it wasn't? And then I saw it, I watched it again on YouTube and some other stuff. No, it landed perfect. That is the move.
Yeah.
That is the move.
So Cameron Grimes rolls up in a Rolls Royce, throws his keys at Jake Atlas to park the car. Atlas tells DiBiase has the spot up front. Not even funny. Funny. So I've paired all the backstage segments together. So Candice and Indy are having a spa day. Turns out creepy Dexter Loomis is also at the spa giving Indy a massage.
Manny, has that ever happened to you at a spa? Have ever at a spa or getting a massage, in which you were just in a massage room and then the hands have changed to someone else's?
No, but I feel like that's happened to my friend once in we were all in Philippines. All of us as groomsmen decided let's go. I had to call him up to go. Can you fit 5 of us in?
Huh?
And I don't like getting the really tough Thai massage because that just makes me feel like I hurt more afterwards.
Yeah, but it makes it feel like they did something, right?
Yeah,
they killed you.
No, I get Swedish because you basically don't even. You walk out feeling better, but you don't feel like you're coming out in pieces. my friend Ant, he opted for a hard Thai massage, and you could hear him. You could hear it. You could honestly hear it from the other side. You saw the woman he went in with, and it felt like he went in with, I don't know, Jai Lee. No. Jai Lee's actually quite tough. Let's say
Sorry.
No, not even sorry.
She's really small and tiny.
Casey Catanzaro.
Okay.
And then suddenly, like when we were all in the like massage rooms, all we heard was ah. And what the fuck's going on in there? When did The Rock get in there with him?
Yeah, you hear little dude. Oh, you fighting Andre the Giant in there? What the fuck? Like you hear a scream of a cry that a man only makes when they're really in pain.
Marcus, I was hoping for. What do you mean, huh? You like this massage, huh?
Huh? This massage is sacred. Oh! Oh! Come on, the dude has half a chest now.
So
yeah. So in that sense, Lumis creeping in on these women.
Yeah, I don't think
if this would have happened to you, Manny, and you felt different hands in the massage room, what are you doing? Are you just like, hey, what the hell?
If I felt hands that were bigger than mine, I'd be like, oh, what are you doing? I'm looking up. Those cucumbers are coming off my eyes.
Whose hands are these? Whose hands are these? All right. I still want my happy ending, though. Come on. Get to work. I don't care. Don't care what it's not. I didn't actually come here for the massage, all right?
Dexter Lumis would rip it off. Yeah. So Candice's credit cards declined. They blame it on Theory buying pizzas all the time. But they said it was an unpaid expense due to flowers being bought 3 weeks ago. Indy puts 2 and 2 together, but cluelessly says Dexter still loves her. I didn't make that up. Mackenzie was trying to drive a wedge between Raquel and Dakota, who state they are going after the tag team titles. Then Everrise get involved.
Everrise rules.
Everrise got dropped.
No. So do you want Dakota Raquel against Everrise? Because maybe they crossed over into a new submission.
I kind of just want to see Everrise versus Raquel, to be honest. I don't want to put the delicate Dakota Kai in a match with rough with men. You get injured very quickly. Them knees are not safe.
I'm all for Dakota Kai, them having the match, and Dakota Kai decides this is the match I turn over Raquel on.
all three of them are stomping him out.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Raquel. Fuck your couch.
Yeah, I'm the next tag team heavyweight champion. But yeah, the wedge is in. Yeah.
Bobby Fish sets his target on Pete Dunne and Oney Lorcan, and he is collecting debts, and he's starting with Pete Dunne. I'm not sure about this. I'm really not sure about this.
Yeah, Bobby, retire. I thought he was going to announce that he's a manager. The way he was dressed. And then you're like, oh, you're good. You and Chris Rodriguez can both walk off into the sunset. Your tag team partners don't need you anymore. You're almost in your 50s.
Okay, so we've got some names for Tony Storm's finisher. I feel like this is El Thirsty Dork with Thick and Stormy. Flash Storm. Hurricane of Pain.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Hit him with the IHOP.
The pork drop. We all know what that means, El Thirsty Dork. Call it natural devastation. You will call FEMA when it's over.
Yeah, if they won't show up, depending on the community.
Okay, so we get Prime Target. They really sold this match to be like amazing.
Yeah, Manny. So I was in a conversation with Eric the Tater last night, and we both had the same responses. Prime Target, and we cursed the WWE production team at NXT and said fuck them and everything they put together here. They made it seem like that first match between Cross and Balor was something I'd seen and I would never forget. Yeah, I would never forget that match. although it was in the realm of average, if not below. Like, that's where we were at with that match. Even though we were probably shit face.
No, they're painting. Yeah, we were shit face, but they're painting it as if it was the greatest match of all time. Like it was better than Cool Kyle and Finn Balor.
Yeah. Either one of those, one or two, or a Gargano Ciampa match, or Gargano Black, or Andrade and whoever, or Sammy and Cesaro. They made this match seem like it was the most must-see match I've never seen in my life. And I was like, I didn't see this match. I didn't see it. And how did they sell me on it? And me going, damn, they right. I need to see part 2.
You know what? I haven't even gone back and rewatched it sober.
You know, it was better when I rewatched those matches sober. It was better.
But I still think Carrion's going to win next week. And then you can 100% take that to the bank. Even if Paul Heyman thinks this match is too close to call. How dare you, Paul? How dare you?
Which is one of the great, let me throw somebody from the main roster on there of importance. Oh, Paul Heyman said it. They sold me. I don't know. I just don't know who beats NXT at anything. Like, any wrestling show. Best in-ring? Give it to NXT probably. Maybe they may argue with Japan every now and then, but I'll probably give it to NXT.
I figured
best production.
I don't include Japan only because I don't follow it as nearly as much as you do.
Yeah. But it's just like you can't, and you need to. I need someone to go NXT and say, just acknowledge me as the best wrestling show in the world because we have everything. They have a whole thing. They did the zombies with Loomis and Grimes. Better than the main roster did their zombies, and they did it without controversy.
Yeah, but they did that at Halloween Havoc, Marcus, where it fit.
Yeah, so they got away with it. They did it better. Don't matter the context, they did it better. They did it better. No one complained about zombies. All right,
and then, so we move on to Jake Atlas versus Cameron Grimes. I love that Grimes kicked this off with a loser video package from $1 Million Man. How many times do I need to see the Mega Powers do leg drops on DiBiase? Obviously, at least 5 times.
Whoa, that wasn't the highlight of the video package. Dan DiBiase can have no response for getting pinned by Virgil. That is it.
Do you know
that
what?
is the ultimate diss track. I lost to Virgil.
Do you know what the worst part about that was? Go back and watch that. That match is awful.
Oh, it's trash.
Like, for the build-up it had, that match is terrible.
Yes. Virgil was terrible. And the darkest point in wrestling ever.
Do you think Vince at that time thought he solved racism? Much like Cody.
Everybody reached the age in their life when they think they solved racism. I'm sure every white man has crossed that path in their life. Well, I solved racism today. I don't know why this has been going on for so long. I just solved it. Virgil pinned Ted DiBiase. So Bill Watts put the title on Farouk or Ron Simmons or whatever he was going by at the time in WCW. I saw racism right there. No, you didn't. This is wrestling.
So Ted actually does turn up during this match and causes distraction, allowing Atlas to pick up the win. I'm a little bit disappointed. I was expecting a bedazzled coat.
That's pastel, Manny. That's pastel. That cheap ass, fake ass clothes he was wearing pastel. He's wearing the real stuff now. Although next week they're having their face off. I don't know where this is going.
I don't care. I love every second of it.
That damn Ted DiBiase.
So I don't like this guy that keeps interviewing people. The guy that interviewed Pete Dunne.
Oh yeah, the MMA guy. Yeah.
He seems so out of place.
But it was a serious interview with Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne looked so they looked so serious, and they were talking about nothing, Manny. I realized at the end of the day, after that interview, I realized nothing was accomplished other than Pete Dunne. I can beat him. Yep. I proved my worth. I'm moving on. Walter, I can get that title anytime.
The only thing I could actually point a note on this was Pete Dunne said, try and find a bad match he had. When people are in the ring with him, they leave differently. He is there to conquer the United States. This race war is happening, Marcus.
Damn it, Cody was right. Grab your flags. You find an Anthony to go after.
Well, also on AEW, we'll get there later. We also now have an American versus a dumb Bulgarian, is what he called him, essentially.
Manny, I think there's gonna be a point where you put the Union Jack flag in your background of your settings, and then I'll be like, "Fuck, I gotta get the American flag up there." Fucking nail this thing. Where do I keep my flags?
So we have Alexander Wolf versus Killian Dane. Bartel throws a chair in. Wolf once again is hesitant to use it, and then loses to a crossbody.
Yes. Manny, this was a loser job match. And that is almost the end. We are what of all the Sanity releases, there's only been 2. And this is 2. Eric Young and Alexander Wolf. Nikki Cross has made it. She was on Raw this week. I thought maybe they were going to reunite Sanity at one point.
Well, I thought that might have been happening until Wolf obviously got released.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserved to be stomped out, though.
Yeah.
I've been calling for his head for months.
We don't care about wins and losses. Just hit him with the chair.
So we get Legado del Fantasma versus Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa. This match was physical and entertaining.
Okay, so Blood and Guts happened a few weeks ago. Everybody's bleeding.
You cannot compare that to
Hold on. I'm going to compare it, Manny. Just see where I'm going here.
By the way, before you even get there, Ogogo had more blood in his match than this.
That was Jello. I'm eating gushers to the exact same thing. Oh, I'm going to say this. You may say this was blood the hard way. And there was a moment in this where I went, when Raul Mendoza was breathing and he spewed out blood. Just went straight like that. It looked like the mist that Muda would shoot out or something, or Asuka. And I was like, And that was bloodier than anything in Blood and Guts because I felt like, Jesus, he's really hurt. Because no one spews blood. But
and
yeah, that was physical.
I like that they also included during the break, they wiped his mouth clean.
Yeah. They cleaned him up completely, and they're like, the doctors cleared him. I think you had to say that because the dude was spewing blood, man. He was coughing. It was like, oh, this is getting nasty.
What do you make of GYV's assist to Legado del Fantasma in their win?
It was the only way to get Legado del Fantasma that win. I thought they were losing for the word jump. And when GYV interfered, I went, the tag team division of NXT, again, of all my wrestling shows, is my favorite tag team division, and this is the best show in the world because I see no flaws in any division. Like, there were 3 tag teams here. Consider there are like 2 more that they don't even use. Just amazing.
So we get Sarai versus Aaliyah. Robert Stone comes out dressed like a true pimp, like Eric texted us in the morning. I was like, why are you posting spoilers? especially nonsense things I care about.
Man, it as much of a spoiler as it was, it didn't prepare me for that outfit. It did not. He's just like a true pimp. And I was like, oh, he must be in a fire suit this week. And then when you see it and he has the hat and you go, his dude is dressed for WrestleMania on no regular Tuesday night.
I do question it though, because it looked like the same suit as Cameron Grimes, only a different hat.
Well played. Maybe. Although his was purple, right?
No,
it kind of like Willy Wonka or some shit.
It was kind of the same color. Maybe Grimes' suit was a little bit more red.
Yeah, I'm assuming they all go to the same suit person in WWE now. Because suit games on point. It's getting ridiculous. Whether you're Drip Rollins, Cameron Grimes, or Robert Stone, the suit game is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, and then this actually wasn't a bad match. I'm still not seeing why Sarai is special.
No, I don't. Yeah, she seems like, all right. We've cloned Asuka, we've cloned Io, and this is what we got left. It didn't really kind of work out.
She kind of reminds me of Io when before she became evil.
Yeah, but it's like they all had this. It was Asuka. Oh, this is the person we want to clone. Or you got Io. It didn't work out too well. Then she turned evil and became her own person.
Yeah.
And now we have Sarai, and then she needs to evolve into her own person. Eventually, Manny, maybe she'll become somebody. But right now, she is just a failed clone.
Oh, so she's just her first form.
Yeah. This is the final form of Sarai. Maybe she will turn into a sun and start burning people.
So next, I think this is my segment. Hit Row, Ashanti the Adonis, and Top Dollar versus Tony Nese and Aria Davari.
Hit Row.
Marcus, Top Dollar's going to be a star.
I like that you deleted every graphic just to say that.
I didn't even mean to do
I
it.
thought something was going to happen.
I didn't even mean. First of all, I didn't even mean to do it.
That was a mic drop on the graphics. Top Dollar's gonna be a star. Move on graphics. I need to get serious for a moment. Top Dollar's a star.
Marcus, that speed, that power. All I'm saying, the Jets would have went 16-0 if he was on that offensive line.
But Manny, not only that, the mic work. The dude can talk.
Everyone in Hit Row that night had bars except Swerve.
Well,
Swerve let the side down this week.
Swerve is the Dr. Dre, all right? He needs somebody to write his shit for him. Okay?
No. I wrote it down. You need to tell the audience what you said you planned out for Hit Row.
All right, so guys, Manny has wrote this down, and since we do write things down in predictions, as this may happen, and this is going to stick on the wall, but I have wrote down the history, the complete history of Hit Row. All right, starting for them, they came up with a name. You know, they all got their own names. They have this unique look about them and distinguished, and they're gonna rise on NXT like a cake. They're gonna get everything going. They're gonna go for all the belts. Probably not higher than North American. Swerve become North American champion and beat Stick Boy at some point. Top Dollar and Ashanti the Adonis becomes tag champions. And B-Fab may fight for the women's title. I don't know. But I don't think she's going to win. I have no idea what she does in the ring. No idea. So I'm not willing to put anything going on her. But they all become champions and Happy Hit Row is a thing. Ashanti and Top Dollar loses the tag team titles. But Top Dollar, a.k.a. AJ Francis, sees money next to him when he looks at Swerve Scott's North American title. One day after an NXT episode or after a match, they are seen driving off in the parking lot, a la Suge Knight and Snoop Dogg. I mean, Suge Knight and Tupac. There's an image of Swerve just looking back at Ashanti and B-Flap as they drive off. Only to find out next week, Swerve was attacked because he can't be shot. Was shot and beat to an inch of his life. A la Triple H and Shawn Michaels, as Manny let me know. And they're trying to figure out who took out Swerve. And it's Suge Knight himself, Top Dollar, who is coming after the North American title, who put the hell on. And then that's the end of Hit Row Records.
As I
just want that to happen.
As I told Marcus, this is so ridiculous that it seems like it's something Swerve would pitch. Because we all know he loves music and the history of music, and this is history of music.
Yes. This is East versus West. You can even claim it's Raw, someone from Raw and SmackDown. Like, if you don't want Vince McMahon throwing zombies in your matches, or Bad Bunny in your matches, or people who can't really move, not like the Great Khali, come on the hit row. Come on to NXT. But then, I can imagine AJ Francis being Suge Knight. That's what I got to it. Just taking people out.
The nicest man on A&E.
Yeah, the only man on A&E. Think of it.
So we get the main event, Bronson Reed versus Johnny Gargano in a cage match for the NXT North American Championship. Marcus, I need to ask you this question. How long has it been since you've seen someone trying to escape through the door? It's been a long time.
I feel like the last cage match, right? It has to be a cage match with somebody.
No, actually, do you know what? I remember Roman's walked out of the cage, but against Kevin Owens. But since then, everyone's either used it as a means not to escape, or they've tried to climb out of it.
Yeah, it's dramatic. The door is always slammed on people. I understand why I wouldn't try to go after the door. It's too many times when you're right there and then right back slams the door on your head.
Well, as I mentioned,
Mark Henry or Kane.
As I'd said in my 6 degrees of not defending my championship, I would put oil all over that ring and then slide my way out of that door. Can't stop me.
He's going for the damn slide. He's going for the slide. It seems like a long way to get there. He has more time to just walk out the door than try to spread oil around the ring.
I'm thinking about money. I'm thinking about merchandise, Marcus.
Manny fuel. Slide right out of all your problems.
Do you know what? I really enjoyed this, but again, I hate that the fact that this went to picture-in-picture. Not that much happened in it, but when you watch it and it goes to picture-in-picture, it takes you out of what you're actually watching.
It's the momentum. The momentum is gone. You lose it all because you're like, oh, I mentioned this. Oh, what's going on? And you get picked up. Just stay tuned and picture-in-picture for the commercial break. Just stay tuned. And you lose that crowd. And then you got someone trying to sell you toilet paper and fucking napkins and manscaping tools. And by the end of it, you come back and you're going why did I have to go through that? Why did I have to go through that this match?
But yeah, Bronson Reed gets his moment. Very nice moment. He had 14 years of struggle to get where he was. Yeah. And nice moment for him.
I like that they synchronize this with his actual debut wrestling match, even though I don't know if there's facts to that.
I don't believe it's true.
I feel like that's convenient.
Yeah.
But his wife was in attendance. It was breakfast time in Australia. His parents woke up to this. Hey, son, look, he did it. He better fucking did it. Dad's all angry.
He put on so much weight since the initial pictures of him when he started his career.
I don't know, it's like he went through a dark period of just eating. It's like, come on, Bronson. No one sees me as this. That's just a man. I need to become more of a man. I need to become colossal. You're just eating a lot. Tsunami! The greatest call of any finisher in the game right now. But yeah, I'm happy for him. I felt like Gargano was going to lose either way. He's going after Cross next. Let's take over in your house.
Maybe. So let's move into AEW. We've spent 50 minutes on the show already. Long show today.
I didn't even grab my water. I'm so stupid.
We start off with Matt Sydal versus Christian Cage. I don't know what it is. It's a running theme of AEW. You always get a solid opening match, followed by some nonsense.
Hold on. So, I announced to Eric that he's like, hey, so what's going on AEW right now? Well, only thing that's happened is Christian Cage fought Matt Sydal. He was like, I bet you everybody. He's like, I bet you that was good. Not great. Not anything special. It'd just be good. It couldn't get past good, no matter what you do. And it was exactly that. It was nothing wrong with this match, but it was nothing. It's nothing. It could only reach a certain level of yeah. Bravo, guys. Good job.
And then, as you say, as I said, the nonsense did happen. Ricky Starks says he isn't going to stay on the sidelines with his neck injury. And then that's when Team Taz with the sneak attack happened, where Hangman even comes to try and even out the odds before they get the better of him.
Yeah, and then the Dark Order is also on the stage. Is this Dark Order on stage?
No.
Or was that later?
I think that's later. Yeah, that's later with
Darby and Sting.
No, Ethan Page is Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, okay. But so Team Taz get the drop on them. Finally they get a small victory like this. But it still didn't seem like a victory for them.
Nope.
Hangman Page in the middle of the card. And then, at this moment I realized how many matches they were having at Double or Nothing. It's at least 730. It's at least 730 matches.
Well, this is what happens. AEW throw you like one thing and then a million other things at the same time. And this is like, dude, guys, slow down.
Just give me a simple pay-per-view like Backlash. Yes, it's controversial because of the zombies. But if you think about it all together, it was a few matches. It was all put together nicely, and we're done.
Not everyone has to be on the show.
But I feel like that's the thing for everything on AEW. Everybody has to be on the show after every single match. There has to be some type of run-in and tomfoolery or some kind.
So we get Mox and Kingston at the back, saying they're making a dent in the tag division.
One's a rapper.
He asked Eddie, who's the Acclaim. One is
rapper.
And the other one's the rapper's friend.
Yes.
Which Marcus, I pointed out last week, they are basically Enzo and Kaz.
Yep. I laughed at this promo because just the way Kingston kept saying rapper. He's a rapper. They're rappers. They're rappers. Well, was a rapper. Was a rapper friend.
Question, Marcus. Do I have to throw super kicks to go to a super kick party?
No, I believe you could be the one who gets super kicked, or you could be the one to beat or to throw the super kick, and it's either or. You don't have to actually be good at it.
So we get an Acclaim promo, but I didn't care about that. What happened was when they came to the ring, which was more funnier. So Caster said these two exchanged Valentine's gifts. Eddie looks like a box of Newports.
That killed me. I died laughing because I understood everything about that he does.
Says he's gonna knock Mox out with the mic like Omega, and says Renee's in his DMs for some oral sessions. The podcast people, you perverts.
Yeah, but the thing is, I enjoyed just the Newport line more than anything else. The other one seemed obvious. Just you look like a box of Newports. Just made me laugh. And on a side note, Moxie has changed his theme song once again to the right version of Wild Thing. So, which is my proof that someone in production fucked up and played the wrong version of Wild Thing. No one wants to come out to that one. You come out to Vaughn's Wild Thing. God damn it!
The match,
the heater, Ricky.
The tag match was surprisingly enjoyable.
Yeah.
The finish involving a blind hit with a boombox and then a wheelbarrow paradigm shift.
No. Which I laugh and said it's the worst finishing move ever because the other guy's doing nothing.
Yeah,
I hold his legs.
Yeah.
But oh no, that's the end of the show when they take the shoes. Never mind. Rogue tag team. That's the problem with AEW. It's too many similar segments. So I'm like, oh, they take the shoes right after. No, that's the Young Bucks shoes.
Yeah. So we get Tony Schiavone with Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Scorpio starts with he used to be a Sting fan. But then he realized Sting today is not the man he used to be, and he is no longer a child. He's a grown-ass man, telling him to step aside or he will put him down. and then Ethan Page's stuff always goes a bit like, what the hell are you talking about?
But I prefer Ethan's stuff. I feel like he has the more charisma of the group.
He has the more charisma.
He was saying nothing of any relevance, but it was energetic and it was passionate. He cared a lot about what he was saying.
Yeah, he said he's there to take everything away from Darby and he will be the final nail in the coffin for Darby. Then Sting and Darby Allin come out and they brawl when the Dark Order come out, preventing them from going to the back.
Yep.
It happened.
No, my problem is with this, and it seems to be in every AEW feud, the heels always get their comeuppance right away.
Yeah.
Like they seem to throw Darby down the stairs, but it seems like, and they kind of, in a way cost Darby the title or whatnot, but they seem to get their comeuppance this week when the Dark Order and everybody else decided to jump them. And I was like, why? Let them get some heat on them. Let them build. Let Scorpio Sky tell me he gonna put an old man down. Let Ethan Page go on a rant. Who just reminds me of a young Bobby Roode. That's all he is to me. Just Bobby Roode in the prime of his life.
Pinnacle. This was the most ridiculous thing I've ever watched in this
Come
week.
on! No, you can't say that when there were zombies on TV.
That was Sunday. I start my week on Monday, Marcus, unfortunately. MJF says for the first time in Jericho's career, he is dealing with the guy that always gets the last laugh. Dax said, do you think it's enjoyable to beat them up every week? They should be chasing gold, but they can't because they have to deal with the inner circle, which is interrupted by Sean Spears arguing with a waiter.
I asked for my drink. Unreal. And then Tully throwing a wad of cash that take care of everything. It didn't take care of the emotional scars.
Well, that wad of cash could probably pay for some good therapy for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that guy has to go tell his therapist he got beat up by Sean Spears. And the therapist even going to go, ooh, that's a low point of your life.
Yeah.
Think about You should think about
Rebel versus Sheeta. Sheeta wins with a stretch muffler before she's taken down by Britt Baker and given a curb stomp.
Yeah, I hope that's her new finishing move, too, on the side. And on the side note of this all you have for me with your women's title? Is this your women's champion? She had a total time, and I'm going to say this because I'm not maybe 100% accurate. Who knows? 5 minutes of TV time. 5 minutes for your female champion. Your world champion. She came out there. She was in some squash match with Rebel of some kind. It was a terrible match. It lasted 5 minutes, maybe most. And then she is stuffed on the head. Britt Baker holds up the title and says she's the next champion. Then you get a Serena Deeb match. At least they got 2 women matches on the card, but or whatever, or segments. I don't know. But it just seemed like, why do we even bother with the AEW women's title? It's a toy. She threw it on top of her. And, like, everything about this was bad. I didn't like any of this.
So since you've mentioned it, let's just jump into the NWA Women's Championship match. Red Velvet versus Serena Deeb. Who's coming? Red Velvet's coming straight out of your mama's kitchen.
Yes.
Actually, a best match of the night. I'm giving it for AEW. For AEW.
Well, Manny, it's the only match of that night.
No, Christian Sardell happened.
No, you said you're giving the best match of the night to AEW, but I was like, it's the only show of that night.
No. Yeah, okay, fine. I still use the Wednesday Night War graphics.
Wait a minute. You said this Serena Deeb match was better than the cage match,
the
tag match.
No, it's the best match on AEW.
Okay. You gotta clarify that, all right? You know what? The fanboys will come at you, Manny.
Well, I don't
care if it is your personal opinion. The fanboys will come at you, even though you have the right to your own opinion.
Well, the NXT fanboys won't say anything. I feel like the AEW ones will probably just come in and go like, yeah, he's correct. And we'll get more AEW fans.
Shoot, bring them in. Just to break their hearts later.
Bait them in. Like, we like AEW.
He likes it. Oh, he loves it. Oh, he loves him some Anthony and Go-Go. He was fan. And then you just lay the hammer down on him. Fuck Jericho and his broken arm. Oh, no! No, this is a terrific match. And the best thing, and I'm going to say this, Manny. The only thing worth seeing on AEW this night.
Yeah.
I could have done without any of it.
Face or heel, because Dee played heel in this match. Very good. Very compelling. You could see the desperation in her coming. They sold the story correctly. The commentator did great in it. They sold the story about she coming back from knee surgery and wanting to have to prove herself, having taken 3 months off.
Yeah, because she could just do that because no one's going after that NWA Women's title, apparently. Yeah, you were injured. Yep. 3 months? Yep. Haven't been around? No one noticed.
Well, do you know what the big disrespect about this was? We didn't even get to bask in her glory. They went straight to Pac in the back.
Yeah, like he had something to say. And can I make a note on this? And maybe this is me being raised in a WWE universe and a daddy of Vince McMahon or whatever it is. Please make your interviewers shorter than your wrestlers. Marvez, I think it was Marvez, right? He just towers over Pac. It looked like he was staring at his stomach. And I was like, this is one angry little man talking. What is he going to do? Be nice, little angry man. I just felt like he looked extreme. He was not shot in the most flattering way. He looked smaller than he normally looks. It looks like he has to reach like this to open the door. Reach up to switch the doorknob. That's how short he looked.
So do you want to go over the Inner Circle nonsense? They basically said yes to the match. Is that all we need to say?
No, I feel like they tried to get a Daniel Bryan chant going, but it didn't happen. But then again, they didn't really have a crowd there.
I didn't really enjoy it. No, because the crowd was popping for this Red Velvet versus Serena Deeb match.
Manny, there was no crowd there. It was just those guys. It's just a made-up crowd. They have no real fans there. This is a tape show. This is done the next night.
So so they all said yes. Jericho's basic base of the promo was, did it matter?
No. He almost died though. He would have fell an inch lower. His neck would have hit the step or something. I don't know. Just whatever.
That step was probably made of marshmallows for all we know.
Yeah, for all we know. Yeah. This whole show's a fraud. Starts with Sting. Ends with their cement.
He said they're going to dance all over their faces and piss all over their graves. Brilliant, Jericho. Go get some rest. They did zoom into his eyes this week, and they do look like a man that's extremely tired. They were so bloodshot red.
Go away. Take a vacation. You're 50. All right? You and Sting need to stop. And Christian. Christian looks older than both of them, to be honest. I don't know why.
Jade Cargill still's not picked a manager.
This story makes still no sense. I don't want nobody. But you're the one out there claiming. Like, what are we talking about here? Dude couldn't even exit the stage left correctly. He went stage right. Upset about that too.
Kaz blames the Elite for his heart being ripped out of his chest. Now he's hunting the
Elite. Manny or Ryan or whoever I'm talking to.
We established last week on the last episode. You're talking to a blank square.
I'm glad that we established that. As the psychosis is going even further insane and acknowledging himself as an empty square. What are we talking about? What to say?
We're on Kaz.
Oh, here's the thing. The Young Bucks didn't break their heart. No one put the stipulation in. SCU put the stipulation in. You didn't break your heart. You put yourself in this situation.
What do you think Daniel whispered to? What do you think Daniel whispered to him? Where's the toilet?
I have the pee.
Your mom.
Hey, man, I'm 50. It's your time now, Cass. Man, I'm 40-something now.
Yeah.
I'm well past my prime. This isn't helping me at all. I'm wrestling AEW Dark Seniors. The fuck? There's no point in me going my separate way. This ain't my time now. This ain't Lost in Translation. You don't whisper in my ear on TV.
Anthony Ogogo versus Austin Gunn. 3 punches and he was done.
Austin Gunn on TV. This is, again, this storyline makes no sense. Cody comes out draped in the American flag.
Did that not make you feel a little bit sick the way he was the way he was draped in that American flag?
Yeah, he made it seem like he was Rocky, or the whole thing was stupid. Like, I wanted to make sure Anthony Go knows I'm representing America tonight because I'm draping myself in this flag. And I was like, why? Why do all this? And it felt like the week before he cut his promo. Like, maybe they shot this out of order. Which Cody was supposed to be outraged about him killing Austin Gunn and him talking shit about America because even now, and I thought Anthony Ogogo was going to disrespect the American flag and do a snot rocket or throw it to the ground or something. None of that happened. None of that happened. Very respectful man.
But the real Miro we all wanted showed up.
Well, send the old man to the back. Send the old man to the back.
No. First, I want to thank Jesus for protecting me.
Jesus Christ for protecting me.
And I want to thank Jesus Christ for giving me the strength, power, and aggression so I can destroy everybody.
I want to say him thanking Jesus Christ is the best use of Jesus Christ in a long time.
That's the only use
Jesus Christ.
That's the only use of Jesus Christ since Vince McMahon and Shane walked into a church.
Yes.
And when God walked out on Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Again, people complained about the Zombies match. Shawn Michaels had a tag match with God himself, in which God jumped off the apron and walked away.
It wasn't even the nice way. It was more like those. Have you seen those recent jokes where they tell a dad joke and then they walk away going, ah?
Yes.
That's how God walked away from Shawn Michaels.
Shawn, ever since that moment, Shawn has lost his hair. He came out of retirement, disgraced himself in Saudi Arabia. It's been bad. It's been bad for since. But Mr. Miro going, Jesus Christ. It was jarring and hilarious. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Because I don't know if I've ever heard that in a wrestling ring in my life. I like to thank Jesus. Hallelujah.
So the Murder Hawk comes out, says he's been the beast of AEW, even while he was still in WWE celebrating Rusev Day. He states on May 30th he's going to become the new TNT champion and make him his Bulgarian bitch.
Rusev had a reply though, or Miro.
Miro had a reply, but this again is America versus the world. Miro tells Lance that he better not bring Jake to the ring because there isn't enough yoga to save his life if he comes close to him. And then the best line.
Yes.
Everybody dies, but I insist that you will go first.
I insist that you will die first. And I died laughing. I was like, yes.
This is the Miro I've always wanted.
This is it.
This is the one I've always wanted. This should be your AEW champion, not this TNT bullshit. I don't need this on TV. I want him as the real champion.
Yes, not your TBS champion or whatever champion you're gonna call that thing after it leaves. But yes, that was hilarious. That was the clapbacks of clapbacks. After Giant says that you will be the one to die first.
And then
his threats.
Hold him back, old man. Hold him back, old man.
Yes. So good job for Miro in a meaningless episode of Dynamite.
Miro, do you know what? This is the best Miro I've seen in a very long time.
Yes. Well, I'm going to say right now, the following 2 weeks of the line of what happens to the man who's not afraid to die, and to the man who's not afraid of killing him, and then the clapback of everybody dies. I insist that you will be the first one to die. It was the best promo clapbacks ever, and you shouldn't cheer because he's the heel, and he talked about killing people on every single show.
He's the best though. I've never enjoyed Miro more than this moment. You knew he always had it in him when he beat that time in the Royal Rumble where him and the other guys that were, I can't remember the faction. I honestly can't remember the faction. It was him, Sheamus, Wade Barrett.
I want to call them the Un-Americans, but they were the They wasn't the World Elite. That was, I think, Magnus. Fuck, what were they called?
But when he hit Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble with a TV and announced himself the TV champion.
Yes. Oh, I forgot the name of that faction. It was really short-lived. What's a ragtag?
Oh, the League of Nations. The League of Nations.
League of Nations. Never happened.
You know, it was a cool faction for what it was, but like they didn't go far with it.
No, I'll tell you that they put all those guys together now in their prime. On which I'm calling right now their prime. If you got Miro, who's gonna kill people and mentioning Jesus Christ, I believe Jinder was in that group. You got the modern day Maharaja in that group, as he is or was or somewhere in between there after 3MB.
I want Sheamus now.
Sheamus now.
Sheamus now.
And I think Kevin Owens was the other one, right?
No, I don't think Kevin was in it.
Kevin wasn't in. I thought he was representing the French. No, it was Alberto Del Rio.
Oh yeah, that's why it probably didn't work.
I replace him with either Nakamura or someone else.
So we get to the Young Bucks versus the Varsity Blondes, who I didn't know they also with the cheerleader now.
Yeah, I don't know when she joined them, and I didn't care.
The Bucks win, but I felt like they were holding something back because was not their best match. Like, especially for it to be a main event.
Yeah, I could care less about this match. This match had nothing. Considering that, whatever. I don't want to go on a rant. That there was no other match that I could see that could have been the main event on this show, but there was also no reason for this to be the main event, which is a weird take, I guess. But it was uninteresting.
I didn't mind it being the main event, but once again, your AEW champion was just in a backstage spot, which I didn't even mention. Kenny,
I forgot all about it until you said it.
Kenny asked Orange Cassidy to be the mascot at AEW and hands him a contract to take him out of the match at Double or Nothing to have another match later, which he tears up. Kenny basically says he's going to wreck him in that match. There we go.
That's the world champion right there.
Yeah.
That's the world champion. And I have one champion on the show talking about how he's thanking Jesus Christ. Much more respect to him. And then I have the Young Bucks who are out there in some Jordan 1s who are being robbed by that's how the show ended, with them taking their shoes, by the way, which made me laugh.
That's a $13 shoe, Marcus. No, $13,000 shoe, should I say?
I know what you meant. But they stole the shoes and the socks. So Kenny is useless.
You know what the worst part is about that shoe stealing? That doesn't look like the first time he's done that.
No. The Box and Newports, also known as Eddie Kingston, probably did that a bunch of his life, and I wouldn't even put it past Box for doing it himself. Take the shoes.
That was AEW. Do you know what? Laughing about it with you, it didn't feel like a bad show.
No, it just wasn't it was nothing special at all, or it felt like the third hour of Raw, if that makes sense. In which you may get some good there, but it's a lot of nonsense.
So
I do not care about.
I need to preference how I forgot to mention how I watched this show today.
Oh yes.
It started off with my terrible day.
Oh no.
So I obtained the show by any means necessary this morning. I'm not going to tell you how, because I'm
assuming marching.
Yeah.
Your fist like this.
and then I went, okay, while it absorbs from the interwebs, I will go brush my teeth. This is 10 to 8 in the morning. I accidentally swallow mouthwash. Not fun. Not fun. Then immediately after, my nose starts bleeding.
Oh.
I thought I'm gonna be fine. It stops for a bit. I watched the first hour of AEW. I speed through some parts. Not important.
More than so. I know you skipped Christian and Seidel. You knew what that match was.
No, I got to Kenny, and my nose decided to explode. Like full on, like it's not stopping. My bathroom now looks like a crime scene. There was blood everywhere. Why bathrooms got to be white all over? What's the point in that?
It's to keep it clean. In a place where you're supposed to clean yourself. No, you want black?
Yeah, so I couldn't see the blood afterwards. Then I wouldn't have to spend extra time trying to clean it. Whilst having a nosebleed, I am trying to clear where the blood spatter has gone on the wall. Realizing I haven't covered my nose, that blood is still dripping out of my face.
What the hell?
Yeah. This went on for about 20 minutes. At this point, it was like that. At that point where I was like, it's not going to stop. Should I go to hospital? I feel like I lost so much blood today that I still haven't fully recovered.
Manny, you did. And you're currently in a coma-like state, and you're currently reliving an episode that you've done 7,000 times.
What?
You want to talk about my psychosis and talking to an empty box?
I'm saying
now the empty box is having nosebleeds.
I don't even exist anymore. I'm just dying.
Yeah, like this is your eternal hell.
No, the internal hell will be that you've created a problem for me in my empty box.
Manny, I can't hear you. I gotta fix this sound. But hold on, was the nosebleed caused because of the mouthwash?
I don't think so, but I'm blaming it on that.
I was like, what kind of mouthwash are you using?
WD-40. WD-40, the one that gives you nosebleeds instantly if you inhale it.
Man, that sounds horrible. Hopefully you didn't lose too much blood.
I brush my teeth with petrol.
I bathe in gasoline. My mouthwash is vodka.
I haven't been the same all day. Like I felt so weak. I got a delivery from IKEA today. I tried to lift it up the stairs. I was like, my arms don't work today for some reason. Like I tried to lift it up. I was like a sharp pain in my forearm on my right hand, on my right arm. I was like, what is going on with me today? This is an awful day.
Blame it on the vaccine, Manny. Blame it on the vaccine.
And I'm doing it for all these people. There's one person watching us. I don't even know who's watching. No one's commenting in the chat. Everything.
Manny almost died recording this show for nobody. No one's in the chat. No one's coming back. But you know what? The 5 people that watch us later, Manny, will appreciate what you did.
Just some show updates before we go off air. There will be no shows from me and Marcus next week. We're taking a week off.
Yes. And as I make cigarette or weed gestures, I'm not even going to smoke. I'm just saying that seems like hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for giving me these days to take some time off. We do need to get some rest. We've been going roughshod at this WrestleMania.
Yeah, we haven't had a proper break for a while now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna take a break. I think it's well deserved. I think everyone that would normally watch us on a Tuesday, just take that day for reflection. It's a year after
yes.
a year after George Floyd had passed away, and a lot has changed in the world. A lot hasn't, but a lot of good had come from George Floyd's death.
Yep. We got somebody in jail finally. Jesus Christ.
It's not only that. I think.
No.
I think as a world, people came together to stand up against injustice, which was nice to see.
Yep.
Not as often. There's not that many people. Not many white people joining the cause, but like we know who you are.
Yeah, referee. Forward WWE referee.
Yeah, take that. This. I would say take that day to reflect. Yeah.
Yeah. And breathe.
And it's a goddamn show about Raw. Would you really want to watch us and talk about Raw again on a day where you should be like paying homage to a man?
Yeah.
Whose death changed the world.
Manny, they watch Raw that night.
Yeah, they're not gonna watch us.
Watch Raw.
And I don't want to taint the Thursday show with adding Raw with NXT because there will be no AEW next week. It'll be on the Saturday show.
Yep. Which will be fun. Always fun. So tune in Saturday to hear why Eric gave Bronson Reed and Gargano a clap after his match. He literally told me, he said he went like this.
You said
he said he don't know what. He said he was in an empty room watching by himself, and after the match he went like that. He was like,
he did it for the big man. He did it for the big man.
Yep. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you.
Yeah, so no shows from me and Marcus. We'll be back on the following Saturday. So we'll be back this Saturday. We'll be back the following Saturday. We're just taking some time off. We are approaching episode 100. We ain't doing nothing special.
No. Maybe we troll everybody and just put an empty boxes up here for an hour. And let me tell you this, I bet you they get the same amount of views.
Do you know, I feel to do that on a loop. I wonder if anyone notices.
We should just upload a rerun and see if anyone knows what they talking about. I don't remember that happening.
It would be the time to put on a best of show, but I ain't doing that.
I ain't doing that either. Best of.
It's too long to put together.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap this show up.
I've been Prince Manish. Can't remember the side. Regal.
Yeah.
I've
been Marquise, the Ultimo ending.
And this was the Manish and Marquise show.
The titled. THE titled.
It's a show just called Titled, not even onto the titled.
The title of Manish and Marquise show.
That's how good it was.
Yeah, I'm sure they get more views.
In an alternate universe, they've probably got that 10 million subscribers.
Yeah, they're great. They're fucking great. Darkseid and Thanos be watching this shit, and just like, these guys are fucking funny.
We're basically the dark side of the ring versions of us.
You know how It's a Wonderful Life. I know that Tony Stark, the show's over, but It's a Wonderful Life, and you see the alternate lives of people.
Yeah,
this is what happened when Jordan Bailey wasn't born. Oh God! We're talking to nobody. These guys are huge. They would have been a major success. One of them was on Oprah Winfrey's talk show.
Damn Marquise.
That damn Marquise and Manish.
Prince Manish.
Who was actually born a prince. And we'll be fighting Jake Paul on Thriller this Sunday.
Oh God, this show's broken.
Yeah, blow us up.